shoot, I forget.
Was it a Game&Watch?
No, it was someone else. All right. Anyways, going live. This is not hand warmers. You're going right now. XYK right to that ledge. He has a game plan.
Now, Luigi in doubles, something really interesting to be watching. Such great movement options, but they're so dangerous at all times with hitboxes all over the screen, and you have to be really cautious of where you're moving.
So, Luke's doing an amazing job of edge guarding Thunders right now. Listen, so DK, the issue with DK in doubles is that he has a hard time when he is getting smothered. He has a tough time getting out, like the other characters don't have as hard as a time. But like when your partner can help you out, I think DK is actually not bad. He's pretty good. He has good buttons, and that's what makes it the biggest difference. He has good separation tools, which then lead to just double stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how Pikmon are. Pikmon unfortunately looking like an SD right there. Green team with a small lead.
Now,
like that lead can change right away. Sorry.
Certainly. So now, Pikmon, has he been known to team with Thunders before, or is this a first-time experience?
I know they actually are in the same region. Well, Pikmon is originally from Washington, but I think he's in NorCal for school.
Okay.
Maybe? So he hasn't played with Thunder, so I'm assuming they teamed before, maybe at locals.
Sure.
Not that I recall of big tournaments, though.
Yeah, here they are, a national threat.
Yeah, the past big tournament that I saw Thunder's team with, he was a boring man.
Now, do you think that this is Thunders as a legendary player in both singles and doubles, or do you think their team synergies which going to be carrying them through the bracket today?
So honestly, I do believe that sometimes, singles is not the same game.
Oh, not at all.
Singles is a whole entire different realm.
A whole different animal, my guy.
A whole different animal than doubles. Doubles, honestly, is a lot harder because you have to worry about two opponents and a partner as opposed to just your opponent.
Yep.
You know?
A skill that a lot of players can't develop. That's why you have teams that aren't necessarily better in singles coming out on top of teams that are PR players from great regions, because they have team dynamics, they work on all their microtransactions, they have great coverage, they're always there for ledge protection, and it's absolutely fantastic what could happen.
So when you see Thunders play doubles, it's not like in singles how you see he's known for his huge punish game and his ability to take so much off one grab, but that's not the case in doubles because you can only get so much damage before their partner comes and stops you from doing so.
Certainly.
So it's not the same person. Thunders in doubles, Thunders in singles. It's not the same game. So we're gonna see why. We're gonna see exactly why.
Gotcha. Now, how do you feel about Luigi as a doubles character?
I think Luigi's actually a pretty great doubles character.
I think he's a fantastic support.
Yes, fantastic support. He has quick moves. He is very fast. He can slide around the stage. Has the ability to get misfires, so his partner does not have to worry about helping him recover.
Oh, and that is going to be a kill off the top.
He gets fireball into uppy. He's gonna steal the stock, like always. Always steal the stock. Always 100%.
A rookie's move would be to not be.
There's never a scenario where unless he is dying right away.
That edge guard was so well coordinated. Often a standard edge guard in doubles play is going to be someone's going to be waiting on edge and the other person refreshing at ledge in order to cover both options. They are so confident in their ability to play together that they both, without verbally communicating, ran off the edge, throwing out aerials simultaneously, and it was incredibly effective.
So what we just saw was Marshalll filled Game&Watch's bucket.
Oh my goodness! That is team play right there.
Yes, look at that. Okay, so
this is so back and forth.
So I'm pretty sure 3 Luigi fireballs will one-hit KO.
Looks like it,
in the bucket. It will one-hit KO.
And look at XYK is all smiles.
He's laughing. He's like, I can't believe that worked.
I can't believe it, dude. I represent Ohio.
This is a cool double strategy. It really is a great double strategy. Okay.
What do you think about map choice coming up?
I do not believe there will be a switching characters at all.
Oh, obviously, I do not either. Yeah, this is very standard set in stone.
When you get this far with those characters, you want to stay with those characters.
Of course.
Right? You don't want to doubt yourself.
Certainly.
All right, so stage choice. Personally, I believe Donkey Kong, he wants a good amount of room to run around. I personally think so.
Yeah.
Because
so, are you thinking Delfino's?
No, more so. Now, while I think he wants the bigger stages to run around, a small stage is actually really good because those characters, Luigi and Game&Watch, both will die early.
Yeah, and it's really good to get rid of them
honestly,
early.
I like the idea of PS2.
Okay.
They were just on Battlefield. I think Battlefield is not the choice because not only does it suffocate them in space, but DK, when he's put on a platform, he is not in a good spot. When he's in a tech chase scenario in a platform, because you can cover every option as double steam.
Now, something super fabulous about the, the mirror matchup of having two characters on the screen is when you're counterpicking. Like, for now, Thunders and Pikmon are trying to pick a map, right? they're not only countering the they are countering the Luigi Game&Watch, but they also have to realize that they have a Game&Watch already. So it's really what's in the best interest.
Thunder's jumping out, punishing XYK side B to recover with his own headbutt side B.
Savagery. But yeah, it's really interesting how they can only pick based off one character because there's that mirror matchup going on.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now I think what makes this a good choice is because now Weil, look at this scenario. Oh, great save! And lives! And Pikmon dies!
Smart to hold ledge there. You know, he was already falling, and then he refreshed it with the up special, but it was already too late for him.
If I remember correctly, Pikmon was not a high percent.
I was not doing the percents, but I will agree with you on this one.
But what we're going to look at right now is the ability, DK has the ability to edgeguard Luigi very well. The issue with edgeguarding Luigi is it might take a while.
High-level edge guards, especially in doubles, are so peculiar to watch because when you are trying to edge guard someone, the other person's teammate is 9 out of 10 times going to be there stopping you from edge guarding, and so it adds a whole new layer to what it means to be near the edge. And so not only do you have to protect your backside, and like oftentimes you just have to drop ledge. It's just not optimal.
And right there, they were forced to deal with Game&Watch. They were forced to drop the Luigi edge guard, and that's what makes everything. It's a misfire, which actually saves it. I don't think that was stored.
Wow.
Right? I'm gonna take that S-Smash. Game&Watch S-Smash is a move that will do a very good job of killing on this map at the end due to short blast zones.
Down it now. Oh wow, and down air does kill. I was about to say it's not gonna kill.
Oh, great media hit from Marshall.
Certainly. So now right now this edgeguard scenario, it just falls apart because Thunder comes in and completely separates what was going to happen. They have it in the bag, they're ready to go, and then Thunder's a great teammate comes and saves it from happening. And it happens so fast, it's so hard just to analyze all of that happening, but it's amazing.
Thunder gets pinned, unfortunately. Going deep with DK is a very scary option because taking a hit and having no jump and you go a little bit too low, that's your stock right there. And he paid the price for it right there. Oh,
wow, and that's going to be...
No, but
Thunder's has a life to take, and we are looking good right now for these two. And now we got a set count of 1-1. You know, I think can we fix the player cam perhaps so that we have like the
dual one?
Yeah.
So I guess you can see all four. I'm not sure if they have it, but like right now we're looking. It'll just swap between the two for now.
Oh wow, gotcha.
Yeah. So now I'm assuming XYK Marshall will ban PS2 for the future.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because they just lost there.
That would make both dollars and cents, my friend.
Yeah, I think the bigger like stages, while you want a wide stage while Thunder's team wants a wide stage, they also don't want a huge stage because that gives Game&Watch and Luigi the option to live forever.
Certainly.
Which is why I want to see how this works out because while it's a big stage, blast zones on the side are not big.
Now, I had mentioned Delfinos, and you were like, PS2 might be in better interest, and now here we are, and let's see how it plays out. XYK already off to a magnificent start, but gives up the edge guard right there. How do you feel about down special in neutral doubles as Luigi?
I think it's an amazing tool.
Yeah.
I think if your partner understands you're going to go for it, which these guys definitely teamed before.
Yeah, definitely.
I think if your partner understands what you're going for,
certainly. Now you can definitely. Is that a bucket? Is that a... Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Such great communication.
I think that was Game&Watch down throw into Luigi down air conversion.
Now, when I'm unfamiliar with Game&Watch's down special, when it comes to if it's interrupted, does he still have bucket fills from the fireballs, or do you think because he was hit during the animation they're gone?
I'm sorry, what? I'm paying that. Sorry.
Game&Watch.
Yes.
Bucket. If you get hit while intercepting some sort of projectile, like Luigi's fireball, like I think if Thunder's had hit Pikmon.
Yes. I believe you still keep it.
Okay. Oh my goodness! A side special from Thunder for the kill.
Right now we're going to see Luigi with a slight lead. Now game one, it honestly looks like a great game for Green Team. They took the game and it looks pretty solid. Like, they had a good lead. But now is when you see the other team coming back.
So, stock count right now, you know, everyone's at a high percent for the most part. But Green Team's down one, and
he's gonna take it down there, but unfortunately for Luigi, he was in the air.
They are struggling to kill XYK right now.
Oh!
Commentator's curse, my guy.
Oh my goodness! Down there is his own teammate.
You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Unfortunately for a green team, that was the case.
Yep. Mistakes were made.
So right now DK does have a hard time getting down. As you saw, was forced to up B early and then took the forward air from Marshalll. And if your partner's out there to save you, it is a bad spot for Donkey Kong to be in, which is one of his biggest weaknesses in doubles. Especially in doubles.
Yeah.
Because there are two people going after you rather than one.
So now we are down to green team falling behind here. Definitely not out of this. Oh, XYK, great grab. Grabbing in doubles. How do you feel about, granted grabbing, that's a huge topic to just cover, but when you see a grab happen and your teammate's going to react to it, do you think that someone should just get rid of them as fast as possible? Is pummel worth it at times? In a 2v1 scenario, should you just go for, back air, back and forth to each other, or is grab going to be optimal in certain situations?
Honestly, every character is different, because every character has different options off of that grab. Oh, sorry. Every character, we'll finish this game and then I'll discuss.
Yeah.
So what we're going to see right now is how good the blue team is in 2v1.
And Marshalll said, here I come. I want to do this 2v1 and you're not going to believe it.
Now,
I can hear him now.
Personally, I don't agree with the back throw by Thunders, because I think you should do forward throw, because forward or back throw towards his teammate. Because in DK's scenario, there is a mix-up. And if they DI wrong, you hit them. And if they DI correctly, your partner is also there to hit them. I think that's the option that Thunder should have gone for.
Sure.
But I mean, it worked out regardless. They were ready. As we're going right into PS2.
Right into PS2. That was lickety-split quick, my guy. And we are running right into it. Already a bunch of action by the ledge.
Oh,
and that was a soon-to-be-dead XYK, but, everything happened in the favor of returning, and we are back in action right here in neutral. Wow. Fishing for up
now we are looking
right
at this combo from Muck. Not Muck, I'm sorry. Marshalll.
Now that
unfortunately gets hit off stage. Air dodge. That's crucial.
That was great team play at first. Thunders was trying to let Pikmon get back, and so he comes running in to stop, watching two Game&Watch is getting confusing for me.
Well, the issue with this is now that the green team had a great start and due to an unfortunate misinput, they are now down. And sometimes people let that get to them, and that's what you don't want, because once one of the players, even one of the players is off, it doesn't have to be both. Once one of them is off, it just throws all synergy off.
XYK with a great edge guard. Great team play.
It's not going to edge guard a Game&Watch. It is tricky to edge guard Game&Watch.
Indeed.
Because
especially if you're
you
going to
think he's dead because he goes so low, but in all reality, he has a crazy...
That man's got a go-go gadget jetpack booster waiting on him. Oh wow, Thunder's really patient with that second jump. Super smooth.
Taking a beating though for jumping out of shield. That's the scenario where I am. It's 2v1. That's a rough scenario for Thunders to be in.
Yeah. Great finish.
Oh, great uppie into forward.
Team combos.
Almost hits the uppie.
Alright, so right now, see this edge guard situation? That's exactly what Thunders needs to do, is when someone is off the edge to follow up, not only to save your teammate, but to boot that person off the edge.
Charging S smash. Now Green Team has a fully charged bucket, which, like I said, likely a one-shot. I could be wrong.
And you could be very right, but the issue with that is it's such a high-risk, high-reward move in that.
Yes. But that's
you send it out, it's gone.
It's way easier to pull off it does because you can convert off your teammates' hits.
Yes, and also you have two targets. But if you're hitting your teammate with it, that is some bad news there.
Yes, exactly. As I said, a one-shot KO, so that will ruin your teammate's stock. And that's going to be it. And Luigi gonna live right now.
XYK, fireballs into the ledge, not as probably present in doubles, but he can do some really tricky tag with
So now
fireball in three different directions.
Is very potent right now because now either he lets the opponent deal with it or Marshalll puts it in his bucket.
Great.
Eventually getting to 3 was like we covered and seen is a kill.
And it's really impressive that someone like XYK can come perform at this high level when he comes from a small
Oh my goodness! Getting comboed. Now, it is a 1v2 right now. This is not a good spot for Marshalll. 2v1 should be able to cover everything, but like I say,
and we're going to a
1v1.
one-on-one situation.
Oh my god,
and we lost 3, so we can't see anything. But I'll tell you, there is action happening.
I'm watching by this right now.
Alright.
Thunders right now at disadvantage.
That's going to be neutral air.
He's off stage.
Great use of bacon, it's back. We're back in action. Sorry about that, folks. We had quite the technical difficulty.
In the air, it's a bad spot for Donkey Kong right now.
Oh, he's dropped. Super unsafe.
Oh my god, is that going to be his
low? Great TI. He can't approach with the back. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, one grab and it's done for Thunders. Oh, he's gonna
get
take
the kill.
it!
Wow. And we saw flubs left and right there, but it was very unexpected for Thunders to just drop out like that.
Did not punish the forward smash.
No.
If he had gotten that grab, that was actually it for Game & Watch.
That forward smash.
Up forward there would have killed Game & Watch.
Yeah.
Which would have been 3-1. And now they go into Game 5 and like having the thought of like, oh my god, I could have had last game. You can't let that giant
going into and going to the next day is incredibly difficult, knowing that you're coming off of a loss. You've already had the chance to seize the set, and that you could have been a player in what could have made the difference. And so,
and right now it's a momentum boost for Green Team.
Correct. Pikmon with a super stylish water bottle.
These guys do not look too nervous. Thunder's laughing it off, saying, "I goofed it," but
that's also very typical ThundeRzReiGN. It just be smiles, head nods, and
of course.
Great attitude.
He's definitely a great mentality.
Certainly.
He does not get phased. He's not get salty. That's not something that happens to him.
Once you get this far in bracket, though, you're not going to find players nervous. Sure, they might be nervous. Sure, they might get a little butterflies, but anytime they're messing up, they're not going to have like nervous tournament Johns, because once you get that far in bracket, you
made it that far for
you have tournament stamina. You're trained to be that far. You can handle the stream, the however many viewers in the entire venue, the heat, the exhaustion, the lack of water, and the sweat, and the BO of everyone in the venue. And so, seeing fatigue, seeing nerves is very unlikely for players this deep in bracket.
What?
Okay. All right.
Anyways, we're going into it. Look at all these stages banned.
Wow.
Back to Battlefield is something I'm not sure if Thunders will. Okay, well, obviously they're not gonna, you know.
And we lost stream again.
What is going on? Something is occurring right now.
And we're back.
Oh, okay. All right.
Duel, GBS Duel, a legendary stream runner. For those at home who don't know, for Great Value Smash, there's a man by the name of Duel. He sits at the weeklies there in Connecticut in his back corner and runs the most fantastic streams you'll ever have the ability to witness. He's running 2 streams today with technology like you wouldn't believe, and he's doing all a one-man show. Incredible. All right, we're back into it. Game 5.
So PS2,
madness.
The run back. I'm pretty sure that the past couple games have been here. Both teams seem to be comfortable on this stage.
Yeah.
Right now, Green Team wins with a lead.
XYK, such patience.
Charging down smash Marshall is not the option right now. You do not want to make such a commitment, because once you miss that commitment.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, right there. Yeah, Blue Team. So now Blue Team has to have it in their head. They can't just run away, because when they run away, the bucket is filled. And when that bucket is filled, the fear is there. You have to respect that option. And that is not what you want to have to do.
Fantastic down smash. We have a bucket full right now.
Yes. It's possible that only will one-shot Game & Watch and not DK, because Game & Watch is very light. But we'll have to see what occurs if it hits Thunders. But right now, Blue Team does not even want to risk seeing it.
And that's going to be both stocks.
And I do believe that the bucket is retained through death.
I wish we had player microphones, like, you know, in the NBA, LeBron James has a microphone taped to himself, because we were seeing XYK and Marshalll talk, but I'm so curious as to what kind of dialogue they're sharing. Because, you know, they can only, you know, produce so much talk in that short span of time, and whatever they're saying is obviously effective, because they are turning it around as we talk about it.
And right now, Blue Team is pulling ahead, 2 stocks ahead.
Sorry about that, I had a chair malfunction.
Okay, Blue Team looking to even it back up.
And XYK holding on to that extra stock right now.
Yes, that could be crucial, very crucial.
And he's playing look, he's by himself. He needs to go help his teammate, but he's just trying to hold on to that stock. And that's, you know, that's something as a doubles player you have to really consider is, do I want to hold on to this stock, or do I want to go in just to
Oh my goodness, taking S-Smash, Thunder's dying. Thunder's on his last stock.
XYK, a risky recovery on the stage,
XYK is living.
But he's living.
Luigi does have the ability to come back.
He always has.
Marshall doing a good job of covering XYK so we can keep this stock.
Great jab pressure on a shield.
Listen, the longer they keep these stocks, obviously the more you're gonna take down smash, you gotta take Pikmon stocks. Now Blue Team is on their last 2 stocks. They're in a 2v1 scenario, taking
XYK still remain with 3.
It might be it's gonna be it for Marshall. Now
and we still have 4 stocks left. They have a lot of room to work with.
4 to 2 stocks.
What can the team?
What we thought was a wrap, game 4.
Now what can Blue Team do you think to come back and make this happen?
Blue Team, honestly, they have to play better. Right now, they have to throw people on stage and 2 2v1 so they can finish Stocks.
That's
Right now it's going to be Thunder Stock. That's
wow,
it.
that's going to be it. And now we have a full bucket, stock count, up smash, and that's going to be the kill. Incredible display of skill from these two. That's
honestly, okay, so after game 1, I was like, this green team looks solid.
Yeah.
Game 2 and 3 shut me up because of the adaptation from blue team. And then after game 4 with the insanely close game, blue team being able to clutch it out, and they win game 5?
Yeah.
Like that, the momentum shift is real. Right there.
There was the levels right there.
Yeah, exactly.
We said, hey, we'll step up. We understand. We are, this is a Harry Potter level read. It's kind of difficult, but we're figuring it out. And then they said, yeah, you can read us all day, and you can figure out our game plan, but we're coming right back at you. That is Newton's third law, opposite or equal reaction of force.